What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 57 of Coffee Talk with Hazel. I do have coffee, so it counts. As always, I want to thank everybody who continues to show their support, who have not given up on me yet, and hopefully won't give up on me. But I know shit happens, things happen. People change their mind, such and such. Sorry for all the noise. Everybody got sent home early today, so kinda yay, kinda not. It's alright though, there's always tomorrow. So, like I said, thank you everybody for the support. It still means a lot to me. And apparently I should wear blue more often. I've gotten numerous compliments, which is saying a lot, considering all of last week I was kind of ignored. Not that I'm complaining, because I didn't really initiate any conversations either. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hopefully I will make it home in time to see my kids before they go to sleep. Kinda what I wanted to talk a little about was single parenting and children. It's never easy when you become a single parent, and even more so when your kids got used to you being around all the time, and then all of a sudden you're gone every single day, and then you do your best to spend time with them when you are home, but I know it's hard on them, especially with all the new changes, having somebody new come and live with us, and finally having our own place after a year. Like I said, the last 9 months, it's just been me and them, living at my mom's. And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we've got our own place, and a new person that is living with us, and they like him, and he tolerates them. I'm just kidding, he likes them too. But, I know it's been hard on them, I guess. Well, I don't guess. My daughter told me the other day that she was afraid I wasn't going to come back one of these days. I know I have my ex to thank for that, because when he took them from me, well, the deal was he'd take them for 2 weeks for the summer. Alright? That was the deal. He takes them for 2 weeks for the summer. After those 2 weeks were up, I called him. He made every excuse under the sun as to why I could not speak to them, as to why he could not bring them to me. And when I said, okay, well, I'll come get them, of course, he had every excuse under the sun as to why I couldn't do that. So, anybody that's been following me for this long or however long you guys know that he abandoned them at his sister's house. Not really his sister, somebody who's been in the family for years, whatever. But I of course didn't know about it, and the whole time I tried to get a hold of him on his phone, you know, call, text, either him or his girlfriend would respond not in very nice ways, I might add. And, you know, needless to say, I never got to speak to my children at all. And for any mother, mainly a mother who actually gives a shit about her children, it's hard, you know? And it sucks. So, not knowing where my children are, really, even though I thought the whole time that they were with him, they apparently weren't, but I didn't know that. You know, I couldn't come and see them, because I didn't know where they were, you know? And it broke my heart. I spent many nights crying myself to sleep. I spent many nights just crying all night, not sleeping. And then I get a text from my ex's real sister telling me I need to be a better mother and come and get my children, or I need to start taking care of them, or something like that. So I got a call from the sister he abandoned them with, and she tells me that she has them. 1, because he left them there, and 2, because his uncle was apparently inappropriately touching all the children. News to me. So I talked with my mom and my stepdad. They agreed that my kids could come live with me. You know, actually, let me back up a little. I went and I visited them at the sister's house, and well, it was hard. So anyways, it was painful. You know, when I got there, my son was still at school, so I saw my daughter and she cried and she was happy and she was all over me. And then my son got there and he cried and he hugged me and he was all over me, and it was great to see them because I hadn't seen them in 2 months. Hadn't gotten to talk to them. Nothing. And you know, it's heartbreaking. Anyway, I had to leave because I had to go to work, and Emma, my daughter, she cried and she screamed and begged me not to leave her like their dad did, and it tore at my heart so bad. So when I got home, I had to talk with my mom, my stepdad, and they agreed, you know, that my kids could come stay with me. And they said if my ex tried to fight it, then we would fight it together. So I got my kids back. And though they've been a handful and it's been hard, I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know. And some people might say that I let them get away with murder. It's not true at all. Do I give them some leeway? Yeah, possibly a little more than I should, I'll admit that. let them get away with shit. But you know, it's one of the hard things about being a single parent, or being a parent. Nah, being a single parent, because it's a lot easier when both parents are in the household, you know? And it hasn't been easy, I know that, for anybody, for any of us. And you know, I talk with them, you know, I'm always honest. I tell them what's going on, you know, and why they shouldn't hit each other and all that good stuff. Doesn't make it any less hard. Doesn't make it any easier. You know? And in a lot of ways, I feel that I'm still failing them. I don't know if that's just a parent thing. I don't know if that's just a me thing. But it's like, I know what I want to do for them. I know what I have to do for them. I know what I need to do for them. And it's like, every time I get close, I find a way to fuck it up. Or life gets in the way, which I somehow feel is still my fault. It's just, it's difficult, you know? And I'm maybe more honest with them than I probably should be at their ages, but I don't feel that I should have to lie to them, you know? They've seen enough. They've heard enough. I don't want to add lying on top of everything else. Or keeping stuff from them, you know? My son is autistic, so and my daughter is 4. So I know that I need more patience, something I've never ever been good at. But I'm trying, you know? And I know that they don't understand right now, but maybe one day they will. You know, they'll understand that I'm not trying to leave them every single day. You know, I try to explain to them, you want to keep our own place, right? You want to stay here, right? You want to have your own room, right? You don't have to go back to sharing a room with me, right? Like with everything else, one day. One day, maybe it'll even make sense to me. I'm still trying to make sense of something that will probably never make sense to me. So, you know, that being said, if you're a parent, talk to your kids. Tell them that you love them. If you're fortunate enough to have them. If you don't have them, don't ever stop making the effort to get them or to talk to them. I've come to learn that it's when the parent stops trying that the child feels the parent has abandoned them. And that's not fair to any child. You know? So, if you're a parent, tell your children you love them. You know, if you're fortunate enough to have really awesome parents who absolutely everything under the sun for you, tell them how much you love them and appreciate them. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys today, and I shall catch you on the flip side.